Warriors NRL Fanatics here, back today with a video, and I'm going to be giving you all my NRL tips for round 11. So starting off on Thursday the 23rd of July, sees the Parramatta Eels versus the West Tigers at Broncos Stadium. Key ins for the Parramatta Eels: Blake Ferguson is back and Mitchell Moses returns from injury. And for the West Tigers in Michael Cheekham, and outs for the West Tigers, Luke Gardner. Now the Parramatta Eels, they're coming off their second loss of the season, going down to the Manly Seagulls down at Lottoland, while the West Tigers are coming off a convincing 48-0 victory over the Brisbane Broncos. Now I think the Parramatta Eels will bounce back in this game, and I've got them to win by 10. I think the key inclusion of Mitchell Moses will help them. And I'm gone with first try scorer, I've gone with Clinton Gufferson. On Friday the 24th of July, the North Queensland Cowboys versus the Manly Seagulls at Queensland Country Bank Stadium in Townsville. And ins for the Manly Seagulls, Aiden Fanua-Blake is back, and there are no other changes. In this game, I see the Manly Seagulls winning, but I don't think this will be a flogging. I think Manly by 6, and my first try scorer, I've gone with Kyle Feld. The second game on Friday night sees the Brisbane Broncos versus the Melbourne Storm, and this is at Suncorp Stadium in Brisbane. Key ins for the Brisbane Broncos: Herbie Farnworth and Katoni Staggs. Tom Dearden is in the halves with Brodie Croft, and Anthony Milford moves to fullback. Outs for the Brisbane Broncos: Corey Oates, Isaac Luke, Jermaine Asaku and Tessie New. In this game, I see the Melbourne Storm winning by 30, and my first try scorer, I've gone with the Melbourne Storm fullback Brian Pappenhausen. On Saturday the 25th of July, the first of 3 games on Super Saturday sees the New Zealand Warriors versus the Sydney Roosters at the Central Coast Stadium. Ins for the Warriors: Adam Pompey is in for Patrick Herbert in the centres, while Chanel Harris-Tavita returns on the bench. Lachlan Burr takes the final place in the 17. Outs for the Warriors: Ignatius Parsi and Wade Egan, and for the Sydney Roosters, Angus Crichton. The Warriors coming off a very poor and disappointing performance over the Crenella Sharks last week, and the Sydney Roosters, they're coming off a tough loss over the Canberra Raiders. In this game, I think the Roosters will win this by 20. They could win this by 40 or 50 points, but I think the Warriors could turn up this week with a much better attitude. They might hang in this game for a bit, and I think the Roosters will run away with it in the second half. My first try scorer, I've gone with Matt Ikavalu. The last game on Super Saturday sees the Crenella Sharks versus the St. George Illawarra Dragons, and this is at the Nostrada Jubilee Stadium. Now the Crenella Sharks, they're coming off a very good win last week, and the Dragons, well, they really came from behind against the brave Canterbury Bulldogs with a last minute try to Corey Norman. And both these teams have been up and down lately in form. The Dragons, they've found some good form with some wins. The Sharks, they won last week. They lost the previous week. I think there's going to be an upset here. I think the Dragons will win this by 2. And my first try scorer, I've gone with Matthew Duffy. The last game on Super Saturday sees the Canberra Raiders versus the South Sydney Rabbitohs And this is at GIO Stadium in Canberra. And in for the South Sydney Rabbitohs, Campbell Graham returns and Jack Johns is in the 17 for Souths. Outs for the Rabbitohs, Ethan Lowe and James Roberts. I see the Canberra Raiders winning this game, but I think this will be pretty close. This could be the game of the round, possibly. It depends how South Sydney play, because last week in the first half against Newcastle they were down 14-0. In the second half they managed to come back, but yeah, they need to have a better start in this game. I think Canberra by 4, and my first try scorer I've gone with Jack Whiten, the 5'8". On Sunday, the 26th of July, the first of 2 games on Sunday, sees the Newcastle Knights versus the Bulldogs at McDonald Jones Stadium in Newcastle. Now, in this for the Bulldogs, Brandon Wakeham is on the bench, and Jack Avalo is in the centres. And outs for the Canterbury Bulldogs, Christian Crichton and Suaso Su. Now, the Newcastle Knights will win this by 14 at home, is my pick. And the first try scorer I've gone with Hymel Hunt. The last game on Sunday sees the Gold Coast Titans versus the Penrith Panthers at Seagulls Super Stadium on the Gold Coast. Now, in this for the Gold Coast Titans, Dale Copley and Kevin Proctor. While for the Penrith Panthers, Caleb Aikens, Malachi Watene-Zelezniak and Mitch Kenny are in. And outs for the Penrith Panthers, Episai Coruscant, Dean Nefare and Dylan Edwards, who are injured. And for the Gold Coast Titans, Bo Fermo is out. Now, this game, I think the Penrith Panthers will win, but I don't think this will be a flogging. I think the Gold Coast Titans will hang in for the first half of the game. Penrith have got some injury problems from last week. I think Penrith will win this by 16, and my first try scorer I've gone with Josh Mansour. Thank you all for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like the video and comment, and I'll see you again for the next video.